Artificer,
You
artillerist.
come.
I
I
have.
have come.
By a DA. 1d8, 2d8. 2d8s. 2d8s plus 5. 2d8s plus 5. You were a d8, you'd be right there. $18 temporary hit points. Look at that. Look at all that
Sick.
value he just gave you. Oh, look at all that value.
That's the value meal right there.
Yeah, that's 18 hit points that I have to push through before I can touch any of you.
Come on, that's gonna be like what, maybe 2 hits.
What if it's a bunch of goblins or kobolds?
Okay.
Hey, you know, that could keep me alive because I
More like 3 or
get
4 hits.
murdered in one turn. So
Yep.
It's not going to be goblins, kobolds.
it'll be mind goblins.
We ripping blinkers or what?
Or
We are ripping the
Benjamin.
blinkies, hitting some derp skews.
Give me a moment, and I shall.
Birmingham Lincoln.
Hi, dude. I saw a TikTok, and it was I don't know if any of you have seen these videos of somebody doing a Kermit the Frog on Omegle.
Yeah, that's what that just sounded like. That was funny. I have seen those.
And it made me think of him. One of the girls asking him, "Do you have a middle name?" And him very deadpan going, "D, Kermit the Frog." And I fucking loved it. And then he showed those girls his cucumber penis.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know if we're talking about the same Kermit the Frog, and then he say that, and I'm like, yeah, we are.
Yeah, he's got a cucumber penis.
A cucumber.
We are live.
Kermit the Frog and his green peen.
Yeah.
Will YouTube allow us to name this episode his green peen?
Probably.
I don't think so.
But it's already named Stopping the Ritual. Because that's what we're going to do.
Hey, it's stopping the ritual for the green peen.
The
green weenie.
No.
Let me edit it.
No. That's too long. That's too wordy. We know that the goal is to stop the ritual for the green peen. Maybe just put in ellipses, ... stopping the ritual, ...
Wink, you know.
That way, and those who know.
If you know, you know.
No, you know. The forces of
I put green
order.
thing in parentheses. So it's not peen.
Insane.
All right, yeah, go ahead, sorry.
The forces of order and civilization and life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, other platitudes. March 4th. They actually aren't doing a lot of marching. They're all moving single file into various and sundry teleportation circles that have been magically unearthed. They were like all, I wouldn't say poorly, but like they had to take like a couple hours and take crowbars to mortared walls that were put up after the fall of the Elysian Empire, because they literally just like put stone walls up in the doorways of the previous teleportation rooms. You guys though, you guys are going on the Lawbringer, the long arm of the law. You could mutiny it. This could be the moment. This could be the moment where you guys say, "Fuck this, Sean. We're going to the Underdark."
Dude, what if we just stole the ship?
Stole the ship, crashed it into the Underdark, said, fuck this shit, we're not doing it.
Garth would look into some future. He would try to tell the future on that. He would try to. He'd try to predict a.
Garf, it's a bleak future for the people on the surface. But you in that future you wouldn't know for several decades. So you guys would do a great job liberating the Underdark is what that future holds.
It's like we settle down with like happy families and shit like that.
Yeah,
Just totally underground.
Zell
we're like-
marries a rat woman in that timeline. They have beautiful hybrid rat goblin children that run around.
Look, I'd be fine overthrowing the ship, but we're still gonna go do what we're doing. But if you want to kill this lawbringer, I don't even like
I will.
it.
No. In that timeline, though, you do lose Fro. He gets full baned by the lawbringer, like backbreaker Batman, right on his space marine knee.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see a future in which Eric would work with you guys on that.
There's a comic panel where Thanos rips Iron Man in two.
Yeah.
It's that. It's he just like fully from the like naval section tears Fro in half.
Like Deadpool too.
Yeah, full Deadpool 2 Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Zell names one of his kids after Fro and his memory. After spending some nice time in not your memory lane, you come back to reality, and you are on your path. As you guys are flying north, you spot the winged army, the Air Force of the Bird Kingdom, taking flight and heading north. Many different variants of bird people. Every variant under the sun. There is. Yeah, you beat me to it.
No.
those of you with really good perceptions see about one and every battalion they've integrated into society. There is a bird person with a singular like long snake head.
Garth's astounded.
I've
only heard about them.
The Snurds. It's rumored that they are a biological weapon created by Mr. Hooper and his former scion. They've been long whispered, never seen outside of the borders.
I'm trying to sketch them out. I just look at them, trying to.
You're doing like the Leonardo da Vinci's many armed man.
Galapagos Island studies.
Yeah. So the bird forces fly out. It takes several days of travel. I've forgotten. Oh, his name's Egg. I wanted to call him Cuthbert. His real name's Cuthbert, but they call him Egg.
What the egg?
He's been making himself useful, going around, smiling. He clinks a little when he moves because he's always in his like regalia. Before he left, he managed to get an incense burner. He's got like one of those looks like two big balls, just constantly burning incense. You do think that there is a light psychedelic burning in there. Just a mild one to keep the spirits up in times of peril. Yeah, not like one not like what the Nazis used, where they like just took meth all the time.
And put it in chocolate bars. Hell
Well,
yeah.
Like just pure oxygen, basically.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, just enough where like all of these men who know they might be flying to the end times, they're not like they get to have a good night's sleep every night on the ship. They're not.
I imagine the spell like calm emotion.
Yeah. Calm emotion baked into some weed. He's just going around. He's being like literally doing the job of a military chaplain. That's literally what Cuthbert Egg is up to. Just taking, so every once in a while, a young airman, sailor, whatever we want to call him, will like go into the chambers with Cuthbert and forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Whatever that's called. Can't remember what that's called right now.
Confessional.
Yeah, they'll do confessional and they'll leave like in tears with like young Egg patting them on the back of the knee because he's so fucking short. It's good to get it out. You know, you don't want to pass on to the Dawn Father with these weights upon you. You want to be able to meet our Father with a soul as light as life. With a big fucking smile on his face. What a sweet kid.
I also offer confession services. In case anybody didn't know that.
You are getting a handful of like, doomist converts of like, they've heard tales of your adventure and your heroism, and they're like, between me and you, the Dawn Father really hasn't done much for me and mine. So, what do you got?
It's not what I got. It's what you got. That's my whole point. Look, whatever you did wrong, do you feel like it was wrong?
I mean, I think others think it's wrong.
Or do you think it's wrong?
Nah.
Then it doesn't matter because you create your reality. You're Dan. I hand him a necklace that says Dan.
I'm Dan.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
But aren't you Dan?
Everybody's Dan. And we're all our own Dans, unless you go up high enough, and then we're all one Dan, brother.
Could I be Dan?
You are Dan. I just told you.
Oh. Okay, then. And he puts on the necklace. I'm Dan.
Damn right.
And he waddles away. And when the guy goes, "Hey, Eric, what's up?" No, I'm Dan.
I'm Dan. Damn right.
At some point, Eric just kind of like looks at this guy doing that. It's like, does like the Spock eyebrow, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it's maybe like, and then shakes his head, it's like, whatever.
Garth, this is your time. Garth, I'm turning to you, buddy. I blow over. I feel like we've had chunks of downtime. And I'm going to call you out a little bit. I feel like sometimes you don't utilize them well as a wizard.
I've been trying to read the book.
How many hours are you at on that book?
Let me pull up my character sheet again.
Yeah, pull up your book, and then we're going to talk about transcribing spells into your spell book.
Yeah, I got...
Because we have like a multi-day travel here.
18 hours into this
done.
book.
Book's done.
Nice. Thank God. Dude, that's what the free time. We've been on super long journeys with not a lot of free time. All little bits. I try to get that book in.
6 hours. Done. Get it out of here. Garth disappears for the first the first 3/4 of the first day's travel and comes out with like an extra vein on his forehead. Because his brain's a little bigger.
Dude, that shit's nice. Now I'm at fucking...
Oh,
if I was at 20, does that make it 21?
It makes it 22, I think.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why the elves in my games are busted most of them. They're either losers or they're demigods because they have hoarded all of these fucking books.
I got a +6 modifier to +10 to saves. But never do intelligence saves, right? Fuck.
He is one step closer to becoming veiny forehead kid.
Literal mega mind. Literal mega mind over there.
I feel like I'm one of the smartest people in existence now, though.
You're L,
on
bro.
on the material plane, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, only elves probably are the only ones smart.
Yeah.
As smart or smarter.
The only people on the material plane smarter than you are the archmages of the Elven Kingdom. There are plenty of devils, though. Devils and celestials will they're hot. Like Red is smarter than you. Dispater is smarter than you.
Amen.
Asmodeus is smarter. That's where you're broaching.
Now, some
spells, yeah. What you've got scrolls, right?
I got levitation, hold monster, hold person. Oh yeah.
How many of those? Pick the ones that you're like, I want more than one use of this spell.
I mean, hold person probably sounds good.
That's an easy one. Hold person's a second level spell. Put it in your spell book. You burn that. You burn a scroll of hold person, and it's now in your spell book. Give me 200 gold.
Okay. Worth it?
No, I'm sorry. It's 100 gold. It's 50 gold per spell level. 25 of stiffen leash. So 100.
And you got that fancy book, right?
Yeah, when you inscribe. Yeah, when you do it, you're not writing in your book. You're chiseling into your new bronze.
Yeah.
Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, 100 gold to me. You have hold person. Next spell.
Sending would probably be a good one too.
150 gold to me. Sending goes in your spell.
I've already got haste.
5 hours of work right there.
Hold monster? Wait, is that too much?
No, that's just another 5 hours of work and 250 gold.
Can you cast a spell that level?
Yeah, it's a 5th level.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Okay. The only other one I think I know you have that you might want is Earthbind.
I was looking at that too, but it's just like, yeah, since we are going after
Dude,
dragons,
we need
I'll probably
that
be
for
like
dragon
last
fighting, yes.
Yeah.
So
That would help
150
so
gold.
much.
150 gold. Earthbind goes in the spell book.
Okay.
And just literally use them until they use up all their legendary resistances, right? Because they're not gonna.
Yeah, they can't.
You know,
they can't. I can't
they're
let
like,
that
now.
happen. Yeah, I can't let you fucking Earthbind me. So I either succeed or burn a save.
Can he create scrolls of Earthbind?
He could.
That might be good to give to people too.
Costs
More
that
money,
costs
I'm sure. Yeah, because
more
you gotta
money
buy
and more
paper for
time.
it. And...
That costs more money and more time.
What if I started an OnlyDance?
You'll have a great base for that if you survive this encounter. Hi Garf. Any other spells?
Fire shield sounds like, well, no. I feel like I could just do all these. Spell scroll of the sequestered. That was something weird. So I got hold person, hold monster.
Sequester is like it's more of a role play planning tool. I'm not going to tell you not to take it. Like, tell me the spell level, put it in your, give me the goal, put it in your book. But like,
no, for sure. I was just trying to remember what it was.
It's a fun spell. It's like I think it's Sleeping Beauty. What my brain tells me is it's the Sleeping Beauty spell.
Oh, nice. Sorry, I'm also adding these to my spellbook, so I'm switching in between apps. Is chain lightning any good?
I love chain lightning, but can you cast it? 6th level, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Can you cast 6th level spells at 11th level?
Yeah, I can actually.
All right, great. Then yeah, chain lightning is great because you go that guy, and that guy who are in like a 60-foot radius of one another. Bounce. It's the shaman spell, you know. It literally works exactly like the shaman chain lightning in World of Warcraft does, where I point at that guy right there with a lightning spell, and then it bounces within 60 feet to 2 other guys nearby.
I'm over here chaining my lightning.
Yeah, I'll do chain lightning as well.
In my light.
Right, that's 300 gold.
Okay, perfect.
It's something with wizards that I've struggled with. Like in a metagame sense of you get the discount, right, on divination spells. But because I'm a divination wizard and I want to fit the vibe, whenever I level up, I take divination spells.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
So I always, you know what I'm saying? I do it with every. Like I use divination just because that's what you're playing, but I do it with every. When I was playing William, I took all of the necromancer spells. I never
I think
needed to find them.
I think that the real way to do it would be the opposite thing. But I know it works better for things like evocation and illusion and stuff where there's a lot of those spells, right?
Especially
but
ones that your
there's not
DM
a
is like willing to like
wizard divination spells either.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Anyways, that was a bit of a tangent on my end.
At least you got a bunch of free ones in that book, which is sick. I'm over here divinating my spells.
All right, Garth, we good?
Yeah. Sorry, I thought.
Nope,
Yeah.
Nope. I did not want to push forward. I feel like I have a habit of doing that when somebody's not done. Right. So Garth is essentially spending the days of travel doing magic, like hard wizard work. You're all very impressed with his diligence. Anybody else have anything they want to do before I do? We cut to a cinematic. Great. The long arm of the law. You're about 2 days since passing over the desert, traveling north. The mountain range is beginning to creep closer in the distance. Extremely tall mountain range that is that northern dwarven mountain range. That's grayish brown. Like you can see where the tree line stops and the grayish mountain begins, and then white capped peaks of the mountains begin to rise up in front of you. It is at about this point that when you look, like you lean over the side of the ship, it goes from being like plain lands and maybe the occasional farm and village and grasslands, really flat with the occasional pocket of forest, to this ash covered gray slate that those of you with higher perceptions can pick out the blackened soot covered ruins of villages and homes, and maybe the occasional bleached bones lining the ground. For well over 100 miles out of the mountain range from where you're heading, like in a radius around the Well of Dragons, there is just death. Just blackened soot from the dragons claiming territory. several times during this travel, the long arm of the law swerves and goes in a different direction for the at the call at the crow's nest above of romantic dragon. Several times you see dragons ranging from adult to near ancient, far in the distance, flying in various directions. Sometimes they look closer, but the long arm of the law can travel faster than a dragon can. That hurt. Right. As you guys reach ever closer to the Well of the Dragons, you begin to see below. Who is anybody like spending their time looking below? Or I'm sure several of you are looking at the skies because that's where the biggest danger comes from. But is anybody spending time looking down?
I think Herrick would be paying attention all around. He's not going to like leave a blind spot in where people where it's where his attention's going.
As morning comes and the lawbringer clumps onto the deck of his ship, and he looks at you all and goes, "We should make it there by noontime. You'll be able soon to see the armies arrayed around the caldera of the volcano. We sit deep in the mountains in a valley created by former pyroclastic expulsions. My plan is to land amongst the other ships in the back of the army and allow you to disembark. If you need to speak with any members, heads of state, then would be the time. But my understanding is once you leave, they are to commit their troops to an attack the next dusk or dawn, whichever comes first. Understood?
Indeed.
Great.
Could you repeat that?
Absolutely not. He clumps away. What?
Herrick looks at Dan and he's like, he expects to hit by arrive at noon. We touch down. They'll commence their attack at dusk. We'll have about 4 or 5 hours before any kind of attack is even noticed.
Sick.
I had to pop a finger back into place real quick.
I gave you guys a map. Where did I put that? That'll be in here somewhere, right? Right.
You put it right, Sean. You got Sean, man.
Up there. Map. It's named map. There it is. That didn't look good. Let's try again. Let's try again with a square. A lot of you guys just fell off because I made it from a rectangle to a square.
You would look good in the Lawbringer's armor, Herrick. You know what I mean?
He looks like 5'6".
Exactly. I bet the Lawbringer's that tall too. Dude, he's that shit is all filler. I've seen that type of armor before. It was built by an artificer.
No.
Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-doo-ba-ba-wa-bamboo. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Now, if I click off of this, does it look like shit? Kind of, but we're dealing with it. Hi, everybody. Alright, we have the redacted map.
Remember that map? No, you don't.
You don't. It's redacted. There are you guys approach. You see the armies amassed. It is the fucking last alliance of elves and men. There's a volcano. They're like down here. This is a volcano. Singular volcano rises up in the center of this canyon. This like massive like bowl that sits miles and miles across. In the center of it, a singular blown top volcano rises. So it's like a Mount St. Helens type volcano, where not like triangle volcano, like, you know what I'm talking about, where the whole top of it's just fucking gone.
Yeah. It's not very tall, but it's very wide.
But it's very wide. Yeah. It is still tall, like it rises, but like it's not like island volcano. It's this one's last its head. Anyways, army sits, camps made. You see as you approach, there's things that I can remember now. Hold on, let me read the thing. Little remains in the territory surrounding the Well of Dragons, and the constant drone of the Drakhorn has forced the local animals to flee or turned them vicious. A handful of villages in the I said all this. I told you all of this. The caldera of the long dead volcano rises in the distance. Great. Along the cinder cone's steeply sloped sides. All of this stuff. Really hard to see the elevation lights on this fucking map. Very, very steep. Would be difficult. Specifically, for 2 reasons, would be difficult to climb. 1, because it's steep, and 2, because it's covered in fucking ash, and you're all colorful people, except for Herrick, and I guess Selenius if he wants to be.
I can make myself very not colorful.
And Zell, because he's invisible all the time. But Dan and Garf, and kind of Fro, those are very visible people.
I got some. I mean, what terrain are we in? What is
this is
considered?
mountain. This is called a mountain range.
So I might be good. I might have no problem. Let me look. See.
Along the slopes on this side, beginning to line up against the forces of order, thousands of creatures begin to form their infantry ranks. In the air above, dozens, if not well over 100 chromatic dragons fly amongst and flock together in like massive thunders of dragons, awaiting to the bloodshed and the battle that is definitely about to come. What are you guys doing as the ship begins to land? Lower, like the lowering process has begun. You guys are probably somewhere like out here. What's the plan? What are you gonna do?
What was that spell? Shield, breast, shield thing called again?
Huh?
The thing I copy the spells into.
Oh, that's a great question.
Something disc.
I'll find it. Give me a second.
Yeah, I was trying to find it in the messages.
Is it the Diviner's magic book kind of thing?
Yes.
The like each school divination book, tome of magic.
Yeah.
Each of them has like a magic book.
Asha is a divination book. Astromancy Archive.
Yep, that's it.
That's what it's
Astromancy
called.
Archive.
Astromancy Archive.
Thank you very much.
It's super sick.
Great. All right, back to it. What are we doing? What are we up to?
Did we agree to have this other party infiltrate from an opposite side? Right. We're landing down on the ship. Did they come with us?
Nope. They were being picked by troops who made it to the front.
Okay.
But you guys got to decide which way you're going and how you're going to decide that.
Well, I'll cast Foresight on whoever wants to lead the scouting charge, right? So if we're gonna go in, but want somebody that's like in the front, kind of like being eyes on first, you know what I'm saying? Probably address like the ship and get whatever supplies we need, and then probably hop off and start going in.
We're already at that.
I think we stick together in a pack with Fro just a few feet ahead of us. Right?
Yeah, I think Fro probably has the best passive.
Probably the best option.
Yes, I gained +5 to my passive perception on the last level up, so I'm kind of ridiculous with my passive perception now.
Would I know the location from just a map, or would I have to be at that location?
What do you mean? Would you know the location?
Find the path. The spell allows you to find the shortest path, most direct physical route to a specific fixed location that you're familiar with on the same plane.
You are not familiar. Like the term familiar with is usually you have to have been there.
Okay, I just
my thing with find the path is it's not the safest route. It's quickest. Right, so it could lead you right into enemies.
It's gonna lead you right through the middle of an enemy camp.
Or pool of lava.
I will let you, if you would have liked to have spent time poring over maps made of the Well of Dragons, to use Find the Path with the understanding of what your party has just echoed to you.
Could I use divination instead on the ship to try to contact the knowing mistress and getting an insight onto where our target will most likely be?
Sure.
I can ask a single question concerning our specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days.
Yeah.
Could I just like basically use the map as like a ritual like instrument along with like everything else needed to kind of just like use like a kind of like sighting gem to kind of just like point around the map where it might land, you know what I'm saying? Like have my finger on a string with a gem, just hovering over the map.
The gem magically you do this divination, and the gem magically hovers. Like you're holding it on a string above for it to go, and it moves immediately to the center. Yeah, I'm actually gonna say like right on the center. And it rises up a little bit, and it just hovers there.
Nice. Okay.
So like dead center hovered up.
Well, we gotta go in the center. At least we know not to fuck around in any extra rooms. Let's just get in there and do what we need to do.
Do it.
Let's do it.
Hang on, Garth. You're a diviner.
Yes.
You're telling me that he's going to be in the center because of what you just did.
I'm pretty confident in the knowing mistress.
Well, when we hit the lip of the caldera, we'll know immediately.
No, you're absolutely right.
I think maybe the center room, not like the center of the volcano.
No, like if we look at the map. Oh, hold on. And I put the gem back up. I'm like, see, it doesn't like to move.
It falls. No, it falls. Those spells ended, and it just hangs there, like where gravity would hold it.
All right. See, if I was doing magic, right, it would be doing this thing. Just an examples, because I don't know if Dan. Did you see it, Dan?
I wasn't paying attention. There's a mirror in here.
Were you looking in the mirror?
Yeah.
Oh. Well.
So I saw what you did in reverse.
Yeah, okay.
That's what you're asking.
Eric, how do you feel about it? All right. Thumbs up.
Eric?
I've already said what I got to say.
Okay. All right. All right, let's go.
Okay, how are we deciding which way you see in total? Oh, one entrance right here. 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 And one entrance out here.
And we're going for the center.
Oh, BRB.
Right?
Right. You're looking at a map right now. This is planning before you arrive. This is just map work.
Hey, Sean, that central star shape,
Yeah.
is that up or down?
I'm gonna call that an ink spot as of right now. That is not a part of the map.
Okay.
I'm calling that. After a bit of investigation, just an ink spot.
Then I think we go in the top entrance. The very north entrance. Wait. No, north is south. The very south entrance.
No, call it the other way. Do it the other way. I see what this is. Yeah, no, north is this way, as always been tradition.
No, I mean that's not that really. It used to be north and south were switched. Right, and then they made the big switch to the other way around.
Hey, which one do you want to
end?
This or that? This or that?
I would suggest the one off to the left.
To the left? Yeah, I was thinking that one too.
Not the rest
Okay.
of the one there.
Mm,
All right.
mm.
So is the plan to go scout that entrance first?
Yeah, because you said the army was on the other side of it, right?
Yeah, the armies
Yeah.
are facing over here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely go in the back door.
All right.
Great.
We take the anal method.
Time to prolapse. God, I'm so sorry for saying that.
Okay.
It's our eighth
We're
plan.
moving on. We're moving
Preparation
on,
H.
right? We're landing. Is that what we're doing? Great. As we land, everybody disembarks.
Do I need to roll a disembark check?
Yeah, I won't
right.
just because you asked.
14, natural 14.
Natural 14. You still fall on your face.
Fuck.
Yeah, just you caught your hoof. It's not made. The like ladder down's not made for hooves. It's rough. Little bit of a bruised ego, but you brush it off.
Oh, I'm gonna roll my d20s.
Yeah, do that. It's a good call. You guys see an approaching like dignitary group. King Jacob in his finest. The king riding his albino moose.
Thick moose.
King Melandric. Big Al is like a dire bear,
Whoa.
but he has his bong strapped to his back.
Nice.
Sick. This bong company that makes unbreakable glass put out this big ass fucking steamroller that's shaped like a baseball bat. They
Love that.
advertised it by using it to hit baseballs with.
I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
As they approach, it's like I said, it's like noon. The sun begins to dim as a more overpowering red light emanates from the top of the caldera. Everybody kind of like stops. Like all movement in this camp and all of the movement you can see on the slopes of the caldera stop as like everybody turns to look as there's this like nothing can describe it better than an earthquake. Just the ground begins to rapidly shake. There's a moment of panic as I think a lot of maybe you, but definitely the people in the camp fear that they were too late. A moment later, this single blackened, twisted spire rises in the center of the caldera, quickly followed by 5 smaller points rise up. And this chaotic, dark, volcanic obsidian, both glass and infernal metal, twisted dragon fire melted metal and stone. This temple to Tiamat rises in the middle of the caldera. After a moment, it stops rising. The light fades and the earthquake ends. That's what the star is.
Okay.
That's what the star is. All right. Then with panic, the kings and Big Al and the whole retinue run forward. And the King Jacob looks at you and goes, I think our timetables have just quickly moved forward. Are you ready to depart?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Great. Which side? He like pulls out like a pocket map, pulls it out, like flattens it on his plate chest. Which side do you plan to enter from?
Over here, and I point towards the back door.
Great. Yes. Okay. it would be foolhardy to try and send any strike force there. Our plan then is to send our force through that entrance.
Yes, please. Please.
Good. We've picked individuals of sufficient skill, but not ones that their absence would be either noticed or felt on the battlefield. It's what we can offer in these times.
You never know. You say that now, but we might be changing their names when all this is said and done.
If the gods will it so. Good luck to you all, and may we see each other on the morrow.
May we see each other on the morrow.
He turns. The king gives like a curt nod. King Melandra gives like a curt nod and leaves. You already see this like 15, 16 foot tall purple shadow apparition monster begin to form in the distance among the bird ranks, and it flickers, and a second and a third one appears, and they're having a conversation in bird. He's doing the
Giant Mr. Hoopers.
Yeah, it's giant Mr. Hoopers who makes an echo and then another echo.
Oh my god.
I've heard about this. We're lucky to be seeing this right now, guys.
He's giving the Riders of Rohan speech in bird.
Could I be taking a hit
red
off the
day! A red day! All
He has them all spread out throughout his army so everyone can actually hear him.
yeah. There he has Kenku heralds stationed around all of the forces.
That's hilarious. Just ripping the bong real quick before we head out.
Yep. Big Al's, still in bear form, does the like Winnie the Pooh sit, like crisscross applesauce bear sit, pulls out the bong, hacks it for you with his big claw. Offers it to all those who would want it. Where's my
My friendship.
Cuthbert, Egg takes honestly his equal mass in smoke.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sure we've all had that experience where it's like a newbie and you've handed them the grav bomb or the dab
Right,
rig
yeah.
or like whatever.
So he
and
falls
they
over and hits his head.
It's
Oh
milk.
yeah.
Oh my god, it's starting
That's
to
a
turn
know when to pull the
brown.
bull.
Pull it.
Yeah.
Pull it.
Like, the whole
He's like, what does that
everybody's
mean?
around.
He's looking around like, what does that mean?
Pull it.
What does that mean? What are you saying? Big Al lets go of it. He's like, oh fuck.
And like you just literally see this child's eyes roll.
He's seeing his god.
he does.
Somebody pull it away from his mouth before he blows back.
He does a
He
quick.
puffs back into it.
Yeah. He has a quick free divination spell cast for him.
You died for a second, son.
He comes back and like you're like holding his eyes open, Garf, and literally for a moment his eyes are blackened, for he was staring into the sun, the face of his god, and then they're healed through miracle work.
Yo, that shit was crazy, bud. But I think you're ready.
And like his eyes are wide, and then they immediately go to like the half open, half closed stance. I fear no evil. Nothing shall break me, Sir Garf.
That's what I like to hear. Let us be
The
honest.
most bloodshot eyes known to man.
He's just like spacing out every time we
He's
like stop
literally
them.
walking and forward. He like you know how it be. You know, like your inner brain is like, there's a plan. We will now execute the plan. He isn't looking
He's
around
in
to see if
autopilot.
others.
Yeah.
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 He's not looking around to see if
We're with
others
you,
will
Egg. We're
also
with you, Egg.
execute the
Let's go.
plan.
Let's go, guys.
He's just like,
Jesus.
I have been informed of the plan, and I will see it through.
Eating
Garfleet's out,
every single
everybody.
one of his rations.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Garfleet's
he is
over.
pulling out his C rations. You're right. Just the chocolate bars, though. He's like throwing the other parts to the ground. He is keeping the 2 cigarettes every time, though. He like goes through 3 different C rations, pulls out the chocolate bar and the cigarettes, pockets them, starts not nibbling on the chocolate.
He sticks one of the cigarettes behind one of his ears.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah, he looks so cool, Egg.
Some pretty good weed. Big Al.
He gives you a wink. He gives you a wink.
I just burned the fuck out of my knuckle on my banger.
Oof. Oof.
Don't do that, dude.
No, it's all
Bud.
white
Don't do
skin
that.
now.
White skin. Oh, dude.
Oh,
Be a
dude.
bubble.
Grilled
Do you,
cheese.
do you want the? You want it to heal, or do you want the pain to go away?
I want to use magic in real life.
Mustard.
Roll me a d20.
Okay. It's a 1.
Yep. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. We all roll 1s when it comes to
I rolled an 18.
magic. All right, guys. Dan and Nick, that's because you're magical.
Thanks.
Okay. As you guys travel.
Oh, can I cast Foresight? How long does Foresight last? Actually,
8 hours.
wait.
You can tap that onto Fro if you'd like.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna show you Foresight. For duration, the target can't be surprised, has advantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. Additionally, other creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target for the duration. That shit's fucking nice.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
I like I tickle your nose with a hummingbird feather. And I go, oh wait, no, the shield actually does it. My new spell book. I tickled your nose for no reason. You want to take a gander for us? Maybe, possibly. What are we looking at here, Daddy?
Yeah, 100%. Fro, as you kind of like work your way around, takes you guys a hot minute to get there.
69 minutes.
Sure, let's call it that. I like it.
I don't know, no.
The Drakhorn, it's just fucking constant. It's and you're so close to it now. You can feel the vibration in your bones. It's sort of like making the tips of your fingers numb. None of you have been to hell, right?
No, but we saw it.
That wasn't. Did you see hell?
The brass. Well, one of the planes.
That's in the fire plane.
Yeah,
those are very different.
Yeah, I bet they kind of look the same sometimes.
No. Nope.
If I was a smart scruff, I would know.
You would know.
I'd have a big old vein on my forehead.
So I don't think any of you have been to hell. So the tower, the temple, the 6-pillared temple that you can see the tops of from the caldera is intimidating. It's very scary. It like Garf, you can tell that the stones and metals are like imbued with magic from the 9 hells. Like that should not exist here. It is terrifying. It's the scariest thing you can think of that a building can be. Very scary, black, angular, twisted metal and volcanic stone temple. Very spooky. As you make it up here, you begin to notice, let's say you guys are like out here somewhere. Somewhere deep into the canyon. You begin to notice that these entrances up here seem to have pretty regular use. There's footpaths and wheels regularly like laid out. You don't have to be beating new trail if you don't want to. Up here it becomes very very well traveled.
Should we switch into disguises? Come on, guys. Should we change our clothes and try to go in disguises? Come on.
Yeah.
Anybody?
I figured we were already
yes.
wearing those tunics.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Holy shit, we are.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Whoa.
We've
really
been wearing
fucking
them
hot.
the whole time.
John.
Garf quick changes. Goes into his inventory, quick changes. And you guys fall into line, walking into this tunnel. As you guys begin to approach the tunnel, there are several individuals standing guard, looking around, looking at each. What's being dragged in are the last few remaining prisoners and a lot of treasure. So there's several like wagons, like cultists with wagons filled with various and sundry treasure. You'd see gold coins and jewels and weaponry and tapestries and books and anything that could be of value. And it's being checked by a couple of 4 humans, from what you can tell, or at least humanoids, and then 2 leashed, like on these powerful, probably infernal leashes. What looks like massive, like Komodo dragon type lizards, but with like long tails, and one of them's black and one of them's green. Fro recognizes guard drakes. Because Fro hunts dragons. So Fro recognizes that these are guard drakes. Not naturally born. They are wizards make them out of dragon scales and a ritual of magical creation. They're essentially draconic guard dogs.
That's nuts.
How big are they?
Oh, they're probably like 6-7 feet long, and like built like wolves, built like dire wolves.
They got that dog in them.
No, like a Komodo
Yeah.
dragon.
Yeah, very much like a Komodo dragon.
Gross.
I think they look cute.
They both, one of the things they have that's different than a Komodo dragon. I don't think a Komodo dragon does. Maybe they do. But these both have like thick tails that could definitely be used as like part of their weaponry. Okay, what are you guys doing? Are you guys just trying to sneak through?
Yeah, probably.
Act like normal guys.
Yeah, play the role.
Right? Yeah.
Okay. Are you just walking in? What are you doing?
We nod our head.
Not we'll just walk by, not our heads. Cultist.
Was there any stuff outside that it looks like we could probably like a box or like just shit to look like we're like busy work?
You could, before you guys, like, you could try and accost somebody further down the road.
I'm gonna roll performance right now to just act like a cultist, okay?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm at too.
My dog.
Okay, I did. I got a 26. 26 to cultist.
Stormtrooper.
What is this performance?
Yep. I think it's a group performance check if that's what everybody's doing. If everybody's doing the stormtrooper.
Cultist. Doctor.
Stormtrooper.
I got an 18.
20.
Nice.
18, 20, 26,
I got a 13.
13, not bad.
Performance. 13 as well.
As you begin to approach, Herrick notices first. I'll give this one to Herrick. As each person, with whether they're escorting prisoners or wheelbarrows, you guys have sort of like entered a queue because everybody's being checked. Herrick, you notice very quickly that while they are speaking, the cultists are responding in some variant of thieves' cant, which requires hand movements and like is akin to sign language. You begin to fear as the queue ticks closer and closer that no matter how well you say cultist, without the password, you're about to have a fight.
After noticing a couple of them, are they making the same kind of response?
It is some different hand signal each time. You've yet to find a pattern in the time you've been in this line.
Okay.
It isn't, you guys aren't so noticeable. There is a dense enough queue that you guys could slip away and re-engage in some way, or you push forward.
20
Okay,
bucks.
I'm gonna-
20 bucks.
Get Fro's attention on that. I'm gonna and we'll use Draconic to like hey, what the hell's the password thing again today? That kind of a response kind of thing to get Fro's attention and basically make sure other people notice this as well and see if we can get a real quick pulse and feel for what we're gonna do.
Okay, great. Bro, you do hear Herrick and Draconic say that. Chad, you're muted
Yeah.
if you're talking.
I don't really know what to do. I don't want to engage.
We cause a
We'll grab the Garth's
distraction.
attention then.
The queue
When
takes another
Fro's kind of
forward.
like, Garth, look,
Garth, can you cause a distraction?
I speak Draconic as well, so I turn to you and respond in Draconic and go, maybe I can't hear you. Maybe we should step out of line. Here, come on.
okay. So
And I like grab him, and
You
then
guys
I
slip
kind of
away?
just yeah,
No
but
problem.
I act like I'm not like hearing him.
Yeah, the group sort of like backs out, heads back up the hill, kind of like takes position, kind of like Frodo and Sam as they're watching the Black Gate, as just sort of
Yeah.
like move away. You watch the queue tick in one by one.
But we're not making out like they did.
What's the plan? You see, like the last remnants of treasure and prisoners are being brought in. There's like maybe one or two groups not in queue that you can see quickly pushing forward. Both of them like laden with treasure.
I kind of look over at them, and then look over at Herrick and the group, and just like give him a wink, and just like do the thumb motion across my neck, and like nudge my head over at those guys very discreetly, like take over their shit, interrogate these guys in the woods real quick. Cough, cough.
You can see
think they're
Herrick
too
like
close.
nods once, real quick, real like simple, quick nods once, and turns to start going for that.
Okay, fuck it.
Yeah,
Sure.
Following
How many
along.
guys are there in that last group, Sean?
And the last group, there's three cultists and a wagon.
I'll try to grab one by the mouth from behind.
Great.
I'll cast silence over the area where we engage them at.
Great. You just like put silence. You can choose an object as its center point, so you just choose the wagon.
Yeah.
Great.
I start shooting with my silence gun.
Are you okay? Selenius kills one of them immediately. Just like blows his fucking brains
Fucking hell, dude.
out. Like
Christ.
you guys are walking. A silence
way.
spell is taken. Dan grabs one by the back, like from behind, and closes their mouth as the one immediately next to you, Dan, just is splattered. And it's so creepy because there's no sound. There's his head just does that.
Dan throws up into the guy he grabbed his mouth on accident.
Oh my, that's fucking
The
worse.
third guy, the
Yeah,
third
that's not a
guy
tranquilizer dart.
who was
A
he was
full
like
two-handed, full-on great weapon master going for the extra damage.
Jesus
Swing.
Christ, he's gonna fucking cut his head off.
yeah, the guy fucking
Oh,
dude is
this is like the
completely
the upper left shoulder down to the right hip.
yeah
Kind of
fully
swing.
cut into it's the guy who is literally like head down pulling the wagon. It was like one of those like you have two hands and you're pulling it from behind, like it's behind you. He's like looking down, the silence spell goes off, so he doesn't even hear the gunshot or the guy grab him. He just looks up like right as the axe carves through him. His arms still holding the wagon. One guy remains.
Yeah, I pull him into
covered
the
in
woods.
vomit.
Pull him into the woods.
Hold him into the woods. As you put, he's in shock. That guy's in just full. He gets out of the silence and he just still isn't making a sound. He's limp in your arms.
I'm gonna
Unclear.
cast, detect thoughts.
Okay. His immediate service thoughts are, oh my fucking god. Oh my god.
Scarf likes that, but I need to get deeper. I'm trying to
We
find
need the
out what
fucking
the
passcode guy. You better
yeah,
fucking give
what
it
the-
to us. You better
Yeah.
fucking give it to us in Dan's name. I swear to God. I'll slit
He
your
is
fucking throat.
he's hyperventilating. I rolled a 14 on my save, my wisdom save.
Oh no,
What-
that's not good
No,
enough.
so you go digging through his mind, Charles Xavier style. What are you looking for?
Any passcode?
I mentioned passcode.
His
right?
passcode.
I'll give you the Garf takes a moment and reads through the whole user manual in this guy's head of cultist.
That's it.
Cultist passwords and what like when the guy at the entrance says one thing, how you respond, because that's how they're doing it. They're not asking the same thing and looking for a standard answer. There's like 24 different phrases that everybody has to know to get into the Well of Dragons, and if you fuck up, you are killed. There's like real incentive to have it, to like know it and have it right, because if you're wrong, there's no like, Jim, you forgot the password again. It's shink shink next.
Good thing I have a good brain.
Garth breaks his concentration and I break his neck.
Yep.
He lays dead on the ground.
Cover him up.
Great job. That's probably the most efficient thing we've ever done, guys.
Yeah, no
That
doubt.
like went off without a hitch.
We just did it.
That was badass. Holy shit. It only took like 5 minutes too. Guys, are we actually prepared for this job?
Well, we're fucking cultists now. Let's get these the cart inside.
Yes, we are cultists. Let us go.
Do we all
This
have
time,
to
you
know
guys are
those
the
task
last.
phases, or is it just like one person?
What?
Do
Throw,
we- like,
throw
for
the bodies
those-
in bushes. Throw the bodies in bushes.
For those like passphrases, are those? Is that something that we will all have to know?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So Garf takes a little bit and tries to drill it into everybody. We're going to do a check at the door for sure. Garf is immune to the check. Garf gets it right every time due to chemo.
What if we come in on the cart? Everybody on the cart has to get checked?
Everybody going through that door has to be checked. They are.
Individually.
There is an army on the other side of this volcano. They are very concerned about spies and enemy agents.
They're worried about us.
We got
Like,
this,
there's
guys.
no,
We
like-
got this.
There's no like one guy does it for a whole group. It's you. Now you. That's why there's a queue and it's not just an open flow.
Got this.
Just write it on the inside of your hand.
Unclear if that gives you advantage or disadvantage or both, and it just cancels itself out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Great. You guys are the last of the queue.
Any of you are really worried, Garth, be able to do the telepathy thing?
Yeah, honestly, I could just absolutely tell you what it is in your head.
One by one, everybody's checked. First off is Garth. Garth, you respond to the game of rock, paper, scissors by doing snail.
I fucking love that too. It makes me kind of giddy, like we're in a sorority.
Dan, go ahead and make me a intelligence check.
Just straight up int.
Straight up int.
How about an 11?
How about an 11? That's the first one, and it takes you longer than anybody's comfortable with.
I'm visually looking stupid. I'm trying to look like I'm a dumb guy. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and like
with
the
my charisma.
the guard drakes begin to come up and sniff you. Everybody's sweating, and then you finally get the game of patty cake correct. And are ushered through. Subsequent ones are going to be harder because of that one. Next up is Fro. They're a little on edge. They're a little like, who the fuck was that guy?
I just roll for a intelligence.
Intelligence check, yeah, just straight in.
Is Garf able to help out with that? Do the whole telepathy thing?
That's going to be that's an 18.
An 18. Fro has infiltrated many a dragon cult in the past. He immediately daps a guy up so respectfully.
Just like a literal handshake.
Yeah, a literal handshake.
But it's like how you position your arm and your
It got
chest
that,
and
like,
swing
Yeah,
of your hip.
The Drakhorn sounding, but you all still heard the clap of that dap. Like there's just a solid hand grasp. Herrick, you're up.
All right, I got a 19.
A 19. Herrick, also a man who has infiltrated, maybe not dragon cults, but other cults and other secret organizations. Immediately just sort of does the peace sign, the international, like, I'm not fucking with you, you're not fucking with me. And walks in.
Deuces.
Deuces. And Selenius, last but not least.
Good old 9 + 10, 21.
21. Selenius just turns into the duty shot.
Oh, they were like, what up, Jeff?
Yeah, and we're like, oh, man.
Oh, Jerry.
Jeff, you brought in another load. Man, that's your like 5th load this week. Good job, man. You're really putting in the work.
That's full loads.
Your
Yeah.
kids are gonna
Yeah,
really
your
look
fucking
up
wife
to you
and
one
kids are gonna
day.
be stoked, bro. Oh, your polycule's
I
gonna
bet
be
they're
so
really
excited.
yeah, I bet
I mean, you really played the system by engaging with the polys, so you know because we do it equal, so
Oh,
you're getting
man.
more.
And you're the
Garth was-
only breadwinner for all of your grandmas.
Garth was in that guy's mind for a little bit in too deep, so he responds. He's like, "Man, I hope your folks are doing good too, man. I know they're in town." Oh shit!
Great, great. You guys go enter the place. All right, we delete. Nope. Delete. Right. We walk down some corridors. We follow the path. It seems everybody is going this way with the treasure. Like you reach this fork in the road, and there's bit of like a traffic cop in this fork, like a hall monitor with another guard drake. This one's red. And it you guys are sort of paused and you kind of look around the people and you see that coming from this way going in is this a herd of prisoners being escorted out and down this hallway. Moment later, traffic continues and all of the treasures heading down this way. Do you guys follow? Do you guys continue like blending in?
I feel like we have to meet initial like requirements. We kind of had them suspicious a little bit, so I feel like definitely taking this cart of a treasure in there wouldn't be a bad
Just
idea.
be a cool guy and not have to do this fucking sign language bullshit. And you know I'd be doing a lot better. Cultist?
Cultist.
Cultist.
Cultist. You're all right, Dan. I get it, man.
McCultist.
The cultist. Tips Fedora. Fucking love that.
You guys are stopped right here as they look at you. Cultist. What do you have?
Cultist.
Good. I try to list off everything that I saw in the cart.
He thumbs. He's going. Well, this round you're heading down. Jeff, you know this. You've been through this. You go down that way.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that the groups going down this way are filled with like maybe more like books and maybe tapestries, and while yours is like a classic chest, gold, gems, miscellaneous items. And so you guys are sent down this path.
Nice. Perfect.
You immediately take a turn and are greeted by a humanoid wizard in like full green and black necromancy robes, and hunkered on either side of him are two flesh golems.
They're giant fleshlights. Gross.
They seem to be made out of dragon flesh, these flesh golems.
Dragon fleshlight.
They're bad dragon.
They're bad dragon flesh, yeah.
Not sponsored, but damn.
One of the golems steps forward, picks up your wagon entirely, and just turns around. And the guy goes, "We'll see you on markdown for that. It's almost time now. You better be getting back to your families or out to the front if that's where you've been positioned. Quickly now." Bit of an aura of superiority on this guy.
I would do the proper gestures that I would know to do from this guy's psyche.
Yep. You actually know not to fucking talk to this guy.
Okay.
This guy is a lieutenant. This guy, you know, I mean, you guys can tell when the flesh golem opens the door, the glittering mountain of wealth that you can see in there, that is the entire treasure hoard of the Cult of Dragons. the horde that they're using to entice the Dragon Queen Tiamat to return to the mortal plane. That is a silly amount of wealth. That guy's in charge of defending it.
Yeah. Does the door close? Was there a door?
There is a door, yeah. It's a massive door that the flesh golem pushes open.
The door closes, we go to the center, right?
Yeah, door closes behind the flesh golem. You guys you've already been dismissed. You start heading this way.
You think they got like any sodas around here? No, never mind.
It is a little parching being in a volcano tube. It's very dry.
I do just take a sip of my trusty Vault 13.
They really need to put a humidifier in several of these hallways.
No. Okay. But yeah, I do take a sip of water.
If you stay within 10 feet of me, you cannot be scared.
Oh, I'm scared. But I'll Scooby-Doo jump in your arm. That, Dan.
As you guys approach this, the light from the day you can be seen, but also standing guard, you see 4 of those dogs, those dragon dogs, those guard drakes, looking back at you. And as you begin to approach, they all enter stances. And then further out, you can just barely see sort of over the lip, definitely on guard duty, but not looking into the tunnel, looking at something that's going on outside, are 2 barbed devils.
Jesus.
Very spiky, fiendish looking creatures.
So they go to stance.
They're all stanced and growling, but the devils don't look. And do you guys keep approaching?
Would we know that? Would I know from that guy's surface thoughts not to enter in here?
You have no idea. You have no idea. The Caldera was never a place people went before. It wasn't even guarded the last time he was in here.
It's gonna be guarded on every entrance. Might as well just go for this one.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Get a fucking surprise on him. I'm gonna try to leap forward and smite one of these fucking devils.
You want to smite the devils?
Dan pushes forward, kind of his hood flies back a little bit on his cultist attire. Go ahead and give me. Are you trying to be stealthy or are you full sprinting it?
How far away are they?
We'll call it 100 feet.
How far away are the dogs?
The dogs are 80 feet away.
What's Herrick about to say?
I was gonna say Herrick's gonna move up with you. He's gonna he's like lure them things towards us into the tunnel away from the devils.
Them before the devils. All right, sure. Yeah, we'll get the dogs' attention. Try to get them to come after us.
The guard drakes see you. They see you're there. Yeah. They don't do anything. They're just growling in your general direction. Even if you have your weapons drawn, they're not coming to attack you.
How are we looking down? I did a quick peek around real quick. Roll a perception check. That's a natural 19 plus.
What are you looking at? Where are you looking?
Can you arrow us exactly where we're at in the hallway? Okay, perfect. I'm going to look at the door and then look down the opposite way of the hallway from where the Komodo dragons are at to see if I hear or see any presence of people, and if so, how close or far.
46.
And that's a 19 plus.
You think somewhere around 200
4.
feet down the hallway, you think there's a pack of guards coming down.
Some guards coming down the hallway. Okay.
Yeah, from
Well,
like this direction.
Could we collapse the tunnel?
I'm trying to see if I got any illusion magic real quick. I only do so much from noise, though. Should we just hide if possible? How much of a gap do we have by that big door?
How many of us can fly?
What was that?
How many of us can fly? Real quick.
Can't fly.
No.
We got a flying rogue.
Throw. Can you fly? You need a shot.
I think you're the only one that can fly here.
No, I can cast fly.
Okay.
I got a 19 strength.
Selenius, can you fly?
Nope.
Okay.
They're coming. Fuck.
Did we just try to play it cool?
Fuck.
Let's just play it cool.
Yeah.
Hey, you there?
We're coming back.
What are you up to? You're walking back this way.
Yeah.
All right.
We took the wrong turn, and these dogs were fucking with us. Cultists, sorry.
Do you just like try and like push past them? Like
Yeah.
give that explanation and keep on walking?
Mhm.
Okay. Does anybody else do anything?
Does it look like there? Can I see the?
Yeah, you can see their face. It's dimly lit. There's lamps. There's lanterns along the walls. There is like Dan gets by for sure. They're not quick enough, but there's one guard dog. It sort of like strains its leash after Dan. That the guy who's holding it sort of like pulls. The two other like younger cultists turn to the older human male, who's definitely like looking at Dan and now looking back at you, and sort of and does stop at look, staring at you in particular, Garth and Eladrin. And his eyes begin to like squint as a man with not bad intelligence begins to question. What do you do?
I like lean over. I'm like, he's got a bunch of. He stashed a bunch of jerky in his pockets. I think that's why all these fucking things are getting mad and try to bite at him.
Did you come?
And then I walk away.
He will stop you. He'll put an arm out and he'll grab your shoulder. Everybody else can keep on going by, but Garth gets stopped and he goes, "When did you join us, cultist?"
Do I have anything from that guy's thoughts?
I think we're really pushing this guy's mind at this point.
No, I get you. Well, as Garth being as smart and doing a lot of research on these people, because I do have books on this stuff as well. As far as, let me see, I have notes on chromatic elements and Xanthal's notes as well and shit like that. I try to piece together what a good estimate of time would be for somebody entering out. Yeah. That's a natural 16 plus 10, I believe. Yeah, so 26.
The only place you can think of, the only place in time was when Lord Cuck was fucking around in the Elven Kingdoms. Because his issue with you is not anything more than
I'm an elite.
You're an Eladrin.
Yeah.
Not only an elf, like Fro's an elf. There are elves because of the cultist activities in the Elven Kingdoms. but you're a leaf elf. That's not normal. And you've got people around you behaving weird.
Okay. Listen. When Sir Cock decided to
Who?
what's his actual name?
Yeah, you would know his name. That's a great question.
What's his name? It's just spelled different.
What's his name?
Cock Lord?
It's his first name. He's a
Neron Van. Nero. I kept calling him Nero. You can call him Nero.
When Sir Nero came to the parts that I was stationed in, he saw a lot of interest in me and thought it would be a possible idea to use me as a function of only the dragon cult. And so my life is the dragon cult.
Well then. Keep your allies in tow.
I will ask him to get rid of the jerky.
Do so. Don't let me see you again.
I whimperly nod and bow and scurry off.
He then continues walking down this way and barks some orders that you guys can't really hear in Infernal. And you guys leave down this
down
way.
here. We turn right when we find a different end.
Another fork in the road. Which
I
way do you
give
go?
a bunch of people some books.
Right.
I quickly pull them out and just hand people books.
Yep.
Just garbage books that I grabbed. I got a shit ton. I grabbed a fucking bunch of books.
You do. You have a shit ton. You looked into this room in particular. There's like just somebody in the doorway, but behind it seems like the room is piled with books, but it does seem to be older. Does seem to have like a moldy bed and some like old like tapestries. Somebody's previous life like exists in here, and the room's been refitted to be like a makeshift library.
Well, I bet that person had kids too. But I mean, like, what would I say? Oh yeah. What do we do? What do we? What?
Yeah, we're just
Do
dropping
you
off
think
these
these-
books and heading out this way.
Guys, I'm
You
terrible.
guys start walking down this way, and the lamps like dim a little bit, and this area seems to just be unused and untraveled. You seem to quickly, as you reach this chamber after walking 20, 40, 60, about 200 feet down this hallway, you quickly realize you're like, oh, nobody really travels here.
We do.
If we get caught here, they're gonna know something's weird.
Can we make a perception check real quick to see if we hear anything down this hallway since it's not traversed? Is it echoey at all? Like,
Down the hallway, like you're standing in this empty, long forgotten room.
what's the
Down this
acoustics like?
hallway, oh, it's really nice. It echoes. It does that thing where like you whisper on one end and you can hear it on the other.
Oh, nice.
Sick. I think we should keep going from the map we had before.
No, I agree.
You begin to hear more traveling.
Let's try to make it seem normal that we came from this.
You end up here, and this fork. More tunnels, more tunnels.
Vertical gesture to the right. Works. One.
What was that?
Vertical gesture towards the right. Like we're
Yeah.
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
have to do this.
Yep.
You guys travel down this way. and enter a room. Currently empty. With a circular table with a bunch of chairs and benches along the table. With some writing tables on the side walls, like little monk tables where somebody could like take notes in minutes. Seems to be some sort of planning room.
But there's no planning left in here. There's no notes.
There's no notes. There's nothing. This room has been abandoned.
I'm a sucker.
Looking
for
further
those.
down, looking down the tunnel to that we didn't come through. Any sounds or sight? No, the other one.
To the right.
From the room that we're in. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. There are sounds you can hear, like the slight growling again.
Okay.
The claws along the stone floors. Roll me a luck check. Who wants to be the mayor of luck?
Can I do it? Because I get a bunch of rerolls.
Good luck. Do it.
Oh, God, my table's so fucking down. I do gotta get the dice straight. Is it just a straight die roll?
Just straight die roll.
I
Well, that
have a
was
gay
11.
die here.
But I'm gonna re-roll it. Okay, that's better. 16.
16? Okay, it's fine. That guy didn't walk from one side to the other and is walking back this way.
We need a distraction sound, I whisper. Something to lead him out.
You guys sort of like peek around, and there is, in fact, 4 guard drakes in the hallway, and then immediately outside, 2 barbed devils.
Shit, every entrance. Jeez. Nice.
There was the patrol we ran into and bluffed our way by was 2 guys in one of these things.
So the one you bluffed your way by was 4 humans and 1 drake.
What's in the room to our left?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. As you want to walk in,
Yeah.
and you find there's some like really nice dormitory housing, like bunks, for like the lieutenants. Rows of beds line the walls with locker-style wardrobes holding mundane gear along the other wall. This chamber is empty.
This is the
There's
right
no like
entrance.
secret passionate notes.
There's a few unfinished letters to loved ones that were once abandoned for the cult.
This is good. This is right. We should fight the devils.
They'll just raise the they're not going to chase us.
What?
Let's just. You're kind of choppy, my man.
Yeah.
Sorry, they're not going to chase us. They'll raise the alarm.
Why we just gotta we gotta
just run in there and
blast
start
them.
fighting the devils.
We gotta hit them hard and quick.
Because we gotta stop this fucking ritual. They've already began it. Smoke was station.
And Sean, have we seen if there's any doors on the ground level of this tower?
You haven't been able to get eyes on the ground level of the tower yet. You haven't been able to leave the lava tubes. The closest you've gotten is 60 feet away from the exit.
I'm also Googling some stuff.
How to beat Sean.
No, it's a buff guys.
You just gotta rush the devils, right?
Those
Am I high? I mean, I definitely am. Big Al was out.
Yeah.
I get this thing. You can use your action to enhance your senses.
Whoa.
I'm trying to figure out what that is. That's from.
I gotta take a leak over here in the corner, alright? I'll be right back.
I also have to take care of some animals here in a little bit. Fucking farm animal bullshit.
Farm.
That's not bullshit. There's a lot of shit though. Animals shit so much, y'all,
They really do.
including us. But we got them toilets that you poop inside of.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's get past this part, and then we can call it for the evening. Let's get past this.
What? Oh man. Okay. Down. Well, I think when Nick gets back, we'll probably do an engagement. But I would like to maybe possibly set up just like a surprise round if
Yeah.
we can.
It doesn't seem like the guard drakes will do anything without orders from their devil goobers. Because Dan was like fully brandishing a weapon, and they didn't move at him. So you feel pretty confident that you could like rush the devils in some capacity.
Oh, I figured out what this thing is. Okay. So probably we just want to hit the devils, honestly.
The devils are, I want to be super clear, the devils are currently standing outside the lava tubes. Can be seen by whatever else is out there.
Damn. Okay, I was kind of worried about that though.
So, well, there's a world where you can grab them and pull them back into the tubes.
All right. You can
Or you can do something that's like makes
yeah.
noise, brings them in,
No,
there
yeah.
are options.
Yeah.
we just need to not get this other patrol alerted as well. All right,
Probably
so
50
basically two
hands.
choices. We either lure or pull them into the tunnel, or we fight them outside. We fight them outside, it's going to be really unbelievable. If they're not, if we drag them in and they're just not seen, that'll be odd. It may not necessarily be an immediate, like, oh shit, we're fighting, we're under attack kind of response. I don't know what kind of precautions they're taking. But it's a good chance that it's going to be noticed fairly quickly, no matter what.
I'm all drained.
No, I agree. I gotta go help my mom for a second. I agree to go in. I'll probably use Bixby Sand to pull them in if we're gonna do that. But either way, yeah, I mean, things are gonna start popping off when we start doing this. Give me 1 second.
Fro and Simius, neither of you have any way of flying.
Any what? Sorry, you cut out.
Any way to fly?
I do not.
No, I have my
I
contact
have my
element
dragon.
gem. That is all.
My dragon stride. I don't really
yeah.
fly.
How
just-
far can you go?
Hold on.
I thought you did fly. You did some Fire Lord.
I've got wings.
I think Sean let me do that to land, like as a cool move. But I mean, That's not like technically in the text of the spell. It just says flames burst from my feet, granting me explosive speed. For the duration, my speed increases by 20 feet, and moving doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. And when I move within 5 feet of a creature, they get hurt by fire. So it's not technically flying.
And also, it wouldn't be like hiding. He'd be literally like Tony fucking Stark.
I would look like
Yeah.
Going, like exploding through the fucking cave. Like,
Oh no, I'm asking this because my backup at this point is if everything goes badly in this fight with these these 4 drakes and these 2 bearded devils, we can fly up the side of the tower and go to the top. Because 2 of us can fly, which means 2 of us can fly and potentially carry 2 others. The issue becomes the other one that we can't carry.
There's a tower in the middle of the volcano.
Yes.
Yes. That star pattern thing,
Right.
that is a tower.
Okay. And we need to get to the top of the tower. And you just want to fly up there.
I don't want to. I'm saying that
Can Garf,
this is a infernal tower.
can Garf
There's
cast
someone
fly
by
and Bigby
demons,
hand?
devils.
Can you cast fly and Bigby's hand?
Bixby hand comes out of my forehead, and fly comes from my spell books.
Are they both concentration though?
Up to 10 minutes on fly, concentration, and then Bixby hand. Concentration up to 1 minute.
What level is fly?
Oh, it's 3rd.
Then you could upcast it.
Yeah.
To get multiple people.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Yep. There we go. I'll cast it at 1, 2, 3, counting me. And then Carl, do you need it too?
Well, no, if you cast
I've
it,
got wing boots.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
if you just cast it on you and me, we can carry between the 3 of us. We can carry the other 2 up.
Don't forget Cell.
Between the 3 of us, we can carry the other 3 up. Because Garf has a strength of 18, right?
19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 18. You've got a chair 20
21.
cam.
So what? Casting it at 4th level and then giving it to me and you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so is the plan to fight the devils, or is the plan to just burst out of the cave
Yeah, and fly up to the
entrance.
top of the tower.
And fly up to the top of the tower?
I think that's going to be our plan.
Okay. Fly is
I was thinking gives us a couple more minutes if we pull them into the cave, but that's a risky proposition.
Yeah. Because they could just get 1 good attack on us. Or 1 straggler and just fucking, we'd be a guy.
They could set the
Outside
alarms
of
off.
the cave,
You know?
to die. I
They're right outside the cave. They're right there.
Okay.
They're definitely guarding that entrance or / exit.
Okay, I was thinking that they were like 15, 20 feet from the entrance.
No, they're literally like right outside, but not looking into the cave. They're looking out at something that's going on out here.
Are they looking up?
Nope. Maybe sometimes to like take in the magnificent temple, but no, there's definitely something that has their attention. Stay here.
Sorry, where was it? Sorry, Sean, where was it? Okay, over there. So they're paying attention over there. Sorry, I'm just like, that's bad because that means the other group is looking directly at us.
Sorry, I was looking through my spell book to see if I had like a scrying guy or anything. No, I think our best bet is probably to literally just book it to our target.
All right.
The more I think about it, it's just like I feel like we just get wrapped up. That other group would make
Let's
it
get
over
it.
to us, and I could
Dun,
cast
dun.
Earthbind on one of these guys if they
Dun,
start
dun,
chasing
dun.
us and try and knock them down.
If I cast Pass Without a Trace, would that help us too?
Hell yeah, to help us get through the door
yeah.
quicker.
Yeah.
All right, I'm casting that.
Okay. To stealth, you have to move at half speed. Just to be
Oh.
clear.
Do we want to go full bore or we want to move at half speed?
No, the dogs will get us either way. We're walking right next to
Okay.
them.
Who cares? We're going to full bore it then.
Okay.
We're raw dogging this
Dun, dun.
flight.
Rob Dogged.
Let's do this. You cast fly.
All right.
Yeah.
I grab Selenius and book it.
Selenius probably would have been better, the best choice for me to grab, just number wise. But I will grab. Actually, I'll grab Cell.
Okay, I'll grab Pro.
Little elf on elf.
All right. So you guys fly out the entrance, startling the guard dogs and the barbed devils, and find yourselves in a bleak, bone-covered stretch of volcanic caldera. The dragon bones that once blanketed the entirety of this caldera have been pushed away from all of the sides, creating this like weird bone structure that rings the place. There is this bleak, like gathered and hardened, like packed down, almost plaza that sits in that area that I had marked, and like here. That's like 200 feet across and 100 feet north to south. This is the scene of horrendous and horrific slaughter and ritual sacrifice. All of the prisoners that have been collected, or at least the ones that have, as of so far, been sacrificed, have been sacrificed there. Prisoners are ushered from the temple into the plaza, where 5 currently sitting there dragons consume them in a haze of gluttony. There is a young white, 3 adult blue, green, and black, and then there is an ancient red. They're all of them are being torn into.
Well, that's not good.
That's not ideal.
You guys, you just like delete. You immediately begin to skyrocket, double moving at 120 feet per round. I will give you a single surprise round. The tower, the temple sits. That just a moment ago. Only 100 feet above ground level. So you quickly find your way at the top. There's no windows. There's no balcony. It is just stone and metal. There's no way in from above.
But
What I will tell you is there is an entrance on this side.
From inside the tunnels.
No, the tunnel's end. This is just a beaten path.
Oh, okay.
The tunnel ends back there, and this
we
is a
fly to
beaten
that
path.
entrance and just slam into there.
All right. This is where we're gonna end today's episode with you guys like all flying dragons beginning to look up, mouths covered in gore as you guys fly over to the other side and back down. And they begin to oh fuck, you know, the big red begins the product of standing up. The like young white immediately drops the leg of a human it had in its mouth and takes flight immediately to chase after you guys. So it's this like, you know, imagine the cameras facing back at all of you, like trying to be as aerodynamic as possible, flying as quickly as you can to this entrance with a young white quickly approaching and a massive red lumbering to stand up on the ground. That's where we'll end today, and we'll see how that goes next time.
Yeah.
Fuck! Oh man, I'm so excited.
Yay.
Oh yeah. Bye.
Goodbye.